Vaughn. Councilmember Collier.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Tice.
Aye.
For the approval of the water tower, water tower, Verizon wireless tower.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Don. Item 6C will be consider approval of a request to subdivide residential property located at 5801 Baird Street and Green.
Yes, sir. Ms. Lee is requesting to subdivide her property. If, of course, if you look at the aerial, there will be a metal building left on there. The building is 30 by 50 itself. You have a pool also. The lot size is 9,150 square feet. With the R1, you have to have at least a minimum of 7,200, so they're over that as far as the lot size. The metal building comes up to be 1,500 square feet, and the residential home in an R1 is 1,200. So both the size of the lot and if they choose, the buyer chooses to make that metal building a home, they do have the square footage inside underneath the roof to do that.
Okay.
Now, there is one little problem. When it was constructed a little close to one of the side yard properties, and that clearance is 4 foot 4 inches when it should be when it's supposed to be 5. So it's of course it's already a built structure, and there's not much we can do about that. But there is that it doesn't meet the side yard setback on the left hand side.
But from here, it's not a stretch, it's just a driveway to them. It's not another structure, correct?
No, sir. There's a driveway, and then
In the home.
the home. Yes, sir.
Is the driveway on the homeowner's property with the metal building and pool? That blue line, is that down the side of the driveway?
Yes, sir. I don't know exactly how much it kind of goes over into that driveway, but I think it goes over a little.
We have a question here. We're the property owners on the side. This is a picture of the building and our driveway. And we're concerned about property values gonna drop tremendously at our home.
Can you give your name
Yeah, I need
and
you to state your name.
address?
Our address, I'm sorry,
Your name
Steve Valka, V-A-L-K-A. Kathy, my wife,
and what's y'all's address?
5448 Green Avenue.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Steve, how far does that driveway come into the property, or does it? It shows that it's showing here, but I don't know.
Does the driveway come to, you mean our
Yeah,
driveway?
your driveway. Does it come over into their property? Because
No,
it's
no,
kind of
no.
showing here, but.
No, it doesn't come, no.
But when you look at the stakes, it doesn't really actually show that.
No, it doesn't.
We were told this isn't big enough
I'm sorry, I'm
for
sorry.
family dwelling.
No, well, it's
Mayor, I
1,500,
suggest our
it's a
legal
30 by
department check
50,
in
so
any
the square
possible
footage is
Personal or
1,500.
civil issues
All you
that
need for a resident
we
is
might
1,200.
exasperate or.
But it shows that it's actually in your concrete, but on the stakes, it doesn't show that. And that's what I've been confused about the whole time.
Their property is right there on our driveway.
Oh, as you go further back?
Yeah, there's another marker between the two fences, if you go there, from there to here.
Their property line's right there. Right there.
Oops.
Don, has it went before P and Z or anything?
Yes, sir. It was brought
Normally we
before
get the
planning and
attached
zoning.
minutes from the meeting.
I'm sorry.
Normally we get the attached minutes from the meeting.
Yes, I'm sorry. I
Remember that.
forgot to, yes.
Or if you guys feel better if we table it until we get the minutes and read them. 'Cause normally that's.
Can you tell us what the P and Z voted?
It was unanimous to bring before council's approval.
So they pass their approval.
table it until we look at what our obligation and property owner's obligations
We'll go ahead,
are.
we're gonna table this item, and then if you would get us copies of the minutes. from
Okay.
the meeting.
For the next meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do they, do they have a, print of the building and the structure, certification?
I don't know, cause I don't know exactly when this was built.
Because that
Can you
structure-
tell us when it was
Yeah, we
built?
don't have no print, right.
Well, that structure has to meet,
Can
to
you
live,
tell
it
me
has
when
to
it was
meet
built?
city
Yeah, I'm
requirements.
just trying to think, it's probably 2009.
Is that correct,
What,
Don?
yes, sir, typically
To
they,
ever turn that into a home, it would have to meet city requirements as a home.
yeah. Well, even to build it, they had to meet the basic wind speed, which is 120. We only required to keep the plans for residential, plans for 5 years.
How long ago was
Even-
it built?
That's what I was just asking, I think he said 2009.
No, it was before then, it was probably, I don't know.
So more than likely, we won't have any plans.
It's
Oh.
almost like 20 years.
Yeah, it's 20 or older.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I would.
know what to say on if that building meets, our basic wind speed.
Well, I'm not
The
concerned
purpose of
about the
subdividing.
windstorm, I'm concerned about the placement.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 5 foot,
From that property line,
And it doesn't meet that.
and it's 4 foot,
at
correct?
4'4", 4'5", something like that.
What about the original permit?
I would have to check on
Isn't
that.
there a copy of all the permits of every building that's been,
Yes,
been pulled on?
it should have something there.
So if a building, any building, you ought to be able to pull the address up and where the building's at on the property and go pull a permit for it anywhere.
I would think so, but like I said, not, it being constructed before I
Right.
got here, I would have to do some research.
Yes.
So you would like to see the permits when, and if we have.
That would tell you something.
Yeah. If you would, we'll table this item, and if you could get those minutes from that PNC meeting for us, cause that's normally we read.
More than likely, we won't have any plans on it, because
Yeah,
I don't,
understand that.
I don't,
Just
after
what you
looking
can
at,
find, you just put it with your packet.
Okay,
We'll get
and
it
the permits.
I personally like to think there's a permit.
So is the plan to subdivide and sell, or subdivide and create a home out of it?
To sell,
To sell
Yeah.
as is?
right,
So the buyer of the property would have to do all the upgrades in order to.
that's correct.
yes.
So is it legal for us to have an accessory building on its own lot,
So,
according to our
there's,
city?
there was one that was passed while I was here on Whitaker, that they subdivided, and they had a garage there that was actually below,
Was it Mr. Jones?
no, that was, went through planning, not planning, Board of Appeals.
Oh, Board.
So they didn't have to actually come before you.
Okay.
It was on Whitaker, I can't remember the people's names, but it was one of the, first ones I done, I think back in February. And, it was a garage, and it was like 900 square feet. I mean, it was real below the square footage for a living area, and that was passed.
Mayor, I actually applied for and got a variance on that 4 foot issue when I built a piece of property years ago. And I had to come in front of the board and request that, and it was given. And I would like you to check and see if that was given to those people the way it was supposed to be done, to build over, that 5 foot mark.
I would probably say they didn't do any actions like that. Once-
Well,